report any violations to these rules. Please usher, security, or arena staff member. Folks, don't forget to come out to the game calendar day. What's the way to pass the year? The most exclusive, your favorite mascot, the rocker, and dance back. Don't forget.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Knicks, they still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And seeing where the Raptors are, they've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that #1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
And now the New York Knicks starters. The forwards are Bridges and Town. Clarkson is out there with Miles McBride. And it's Yabusele in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Raptors, the post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Clark, you and I have circled this one on our calendars. A major battle here in the East.
What a treat. We love what we get to do, especially on nights like this, a potential Eastern Conference Finals preview. Let's go. Well, I love the court awareness there. Towns zipping the ball over to his teammates, a willing passer.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's New York with it, following the 3-pointer by MP. Barnes against Towns. Pass to McBride. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Got that one up quick. MP's got 9 points.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
Clarkson outside. Steps back and fires. And the Knicks good for 2.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
MP's shot is good.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
So, Clark, when you talk about Deuce McBride, how would you best describe his game?
An energizing presence. I mean, he brings great energy at both ends of the floor. He can knock down threes, plays with a real pace and fearlessness that injects energy into his team when he's on the floor. He's a great guy to have out there because he can really produce points in short stints of playing time.
And finished off by Yabusele.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
For the New York Knicks, they coming off a good outing against Sacramento.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. You're right, he was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. But we'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And here's Towns, following the 3-pointer by MP. Back to Towns. Pass to McBride. 5 to shoot. Towns, the screen. New York needs to get off a shot. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Raptors leading by 7. A 3 from MP. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5
from long range.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Raptors making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Let's take a look at the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here's Kolek. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Anunoby outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
That one hurts. Point-blank range, you've got to capitalize on it.
Wasted no time on that one. MP's got 27.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. You know, this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Anunoby has the open look. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
To the paint. No good with the layup. MB getting it done for the Toronto Raptors. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, very impressive. Here's MP, leading by 12. Buries it from three-point range.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kev. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
You cannot allow Robinson to get this kind of positioning, or else he's dunking all over everybody.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Bridges, and the layup's good off the glass. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Robinson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Robinson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Nice job of setting himself up for that shot right there. Anunoby knocking down the 3.
A 3 from MP. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the 3rd act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
Drills it from outside.
Appears like he's found his footing here in the 2nd quarter. Much more efficient.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Is checked in for Toronto. Matty Barnes comes in for R.J. Barrett. 1:12 left to play here in the half. A 3 from MP. Hits it from 3-point range. MP's got 57 points.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
Back to McBride. To the middle. Here's Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Anunoby outside. Pass to Towns. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
With just about every shot in his bag, Clarkson is an elite-level scorer.
And the basket by MP.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
A 3 from MP. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And with as many 3-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that matchup against the Magic, they hold some advantages, but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused and get the job done.
That's just like us here in the studio. It's hard to bring it every day, but, you know, we try. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Raptors.
They're clicking offensively, making the right decisions, and of course, making shots.
And they say it's a make-or-miss league, and that's mostly true.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. And here's MP for 3. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. MP's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Raptors. Clarkson outside. Towns wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's MP for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Really rare to see a young fella let it fly like that from range, but MP's got the confidence already.
McBride finds Towns. Left side Clarkson. No good on the triple.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer 3 so badly.
MP, good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
McBride passes to Clarkson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And the Raptors with possession. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Lets the 3 fly. Good, that's another bucket. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that update.
The total answer for this team, Clarkson on one tonight.
MP, no good. The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Bridges misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They grabbed their own miss. And that one's good, Barnes.
And that's just using his strength to fight for that rebound. And then Barnes able to send it back.
Yep, it counts. 15 points for Jordan Clarkson.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. McBride on the wing, quickly covering.
Elevating like a rocket booster, Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
And here's MP for 3. Good, he hits again.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Here's Bridges. Here's McBride. And it's off from three-point range. It's tipped. Clarkson with the ball. Now defended by MP. In the corner, it's Bridges. From outside the arc. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. In the corner, it's Bridges. Outside, Towns. They get it again. Pass to McBride. Yabusele, the screen. And the Knicks miss again. And here's MP for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Toronto ahead, running away. And one. Checked in for Grady Dick. And a new group in for the Knicks. The Raptors shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. And New York, looking at who they've got. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Gershon Yabusele is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McBride in at the point. Pass to McBride. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Kept alive by New York. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Here's Toronto now. And here's MP for three. It's rebounded by Towns. New York has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. McBride finds Clarkson. Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Pass to McBride. Drills the three-pointer.
Solid vision by Clarkson. Got it to his teammate in a great spot.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Towns down low. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance and
Good! Another from 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Drops in the tray.
You know, looking at Towns, you really don't expect that kind of range. You better think again, though.
The 3 from MP. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
McBride's shot is off.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another.
Hits it again. Wow.
And that puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see. And his Towns missing.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
3 seconds separate the shot. And yep, another basket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. Looking to end the run. Towns, no luck. MP fires from way outside. Can't connect from long distance. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. See you later.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Orlando Magic going up against the Toronto Raptors. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And so many young stars emerging in this league, checking in on the Rookie of the Year race here in January. Well, we're in the middle of the season, and he's got to really step up to even get into the Rookie of the Year conversation.
He's not far outside the top 10, but hard to see him factoring into the race of Rookie of the Year at this point.
Yeah, I think his target should be all rookie second team at this point. If he's even paying attention to all that hoopla, really, it's just about helping your team win games.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. MP is out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Pirtle in at the center position. And for Orlando, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Anthony Black, and it's De Silva in at the small forward position. Stan, one thing you have to appreciate about these two squads is how energetic and athletic they are.
Yeah, look, even in a league of elite athletes, these teams stand out. The pace is going to be pushed tonight, so that remarkable stamina is going to be tested on both sides.
Counted from distance.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Pass to Banchero. Here's the 3. Quickly with a rebound. On offense, here come the Raptors. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range By and large, they took some really good shots.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Orlando with the ball, following the three-point basket by Toronto. There's the three. They get it back. Here's Barnes. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You're hitting the offensive glass with purpose. You gotta love the activity from Scotty Barnes.
And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, B.A. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you gotta give up something to get something back.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
And here's MP from outside. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, Coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's De Silva. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. 5 on the clock. Here's Black. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, that's exactly what Carter Jr. should be doing. Rescuing plays off the offensive glass.
Sinks it from distance.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Banchero following the three-point basket by Toronto. Off the mark there with a three. MP looking around. Let's go with a three. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Magic trail by 15. And here's Black. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Mo Wagner.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the first. Pass to Banchero. 5 to shoot. Back to Black. Jacks up a 3.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Greg.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters, and he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
De Silva with the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at Toronto, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And check it out, Orlando. Well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
Well, for the Raptors, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Knicks was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Outside Jones. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Raptors. 27 on the night. He's had it his way. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
They've got Tyus Jones. Williams is out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Richardson in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Dick. We'll stand now. We're around the midway point of the regular season. What's something you're keeping an eye on moving forward?
I'd say the trade deadline. This is the time of the season where the rumors really start to swirl and teams understand their needs. I'm interested to see which teams will make a move.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Here's Mobo. Some solid D from Bitadze. Magic trail by 19. Now here's Jones. No points yet. On the wing, Richardson. Fires for 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. And for Toronto, they're shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Here's Barrett. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, showing off his skills, Barrett hits the tough floater.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Magic. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. From deep. De Silva, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-key player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back over to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. The three connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
And Carroll finds Howard. Here's De Silva. Here's Black. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Raptors have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. From deep, MP. Orlando with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
The Magic have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Black outside. To the paint. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Yeah, with this bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Timeout called, the Raptors. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. The Raptors also with a sub. Scotty Barnes is checked in for Barrett. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. From deep, MP knocks down the long J. MP's got 39.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Banchero. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end.
Oh, another one falls.
Another night and another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
And he is edging ever closer to the second place mark for most 40-point games in a year.
And with Jordan's mark in the rear view, he's now marching toward Wilt's 1963 record of 52 games of 40 or more. Just amazing.
Here's MP. The Magic making their last shot. Pure from three-point range.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Black outside to the left wing. Banchero left side. Over Barnes. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with an almost surefire victory here. Up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they're holding on to that top spot, man. They're consistent and could easily win it all.
Yeah, Kenny.
And swinging things back to our featured matchup, MP was on fire during those first 2 quarters of play. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
So for the Raptors right now, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with MP. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Banchero no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Good! That's another bucket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Picked by Carter. Pass to Howard. From the low block. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And here's MP from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. MP's got 54 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Howard, the pass to Black. To the inside, Bancaro. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bancaro's gotten his second bucket.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And here's MP from outside. And the 3-pointer goes.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the 2 biggest areas. Those are beat-yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
Out to the right wing. Here's De Silva. 3-pointer, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's MP from outside. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. Bancaro outside. They set a pick. Launches a 3. Rebound Toronto.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
MP shot is off. Orlando's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to De Silva. Back to Black. Clock at 6. There's Howard with the 3. Here's Carter. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Carter's got 8.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
The 3 is up. And MP with the 3.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Bancaro outside. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. Bancaro's got 5 points now this quarter.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Black passes to Bancaro. To the middle. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Plenty of muscle from Carter on that dunk. Wow.
For Toronto, they've gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. Drills it from deep.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Pass to De Silva. They set the screen. From the arc. Drains the triple. He's got 11.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Black outside. Bancaro in the post. Banked it in off the glass. Bancaro's got 9 points.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
From deep, MP. And good! There's another! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
We've got Black outside. Pass to Banchero. Howard against MP. Here's Carter. Oh, it's stolen away. MP outside. Another one falls. Amazing.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. Puts up a three. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, if you get that ball anywhere near the rim, Carter knows what to do with it.
From deep, MP. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Black. Pass to Howard. Launches it. And it's battle with a rebound. Toronto has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. From deep, MP. And yes, another basket.
90 points, a legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. They set the pick. From deep, Banchero. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Raptors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And certainly a point of pride. They've now won 50 games this year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Black with it. Pass to Banchero for 3. That one no good. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on an 18-4 run. MP shot is off. Now the Magic with it. Now Black. Down low. Oh, big finish! And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and
Thanks, guys. A good win tonight for your squad, MP. How would you rate your performance?
I mean, it was okay. We won. That's the big thing. But I want to bring more of a consistent energy to the glass.
Not to question you, MP, but you didn't exactly have a bad night rebounding the basketball.
Yeah, I know. But I want an elite night rebounding the basketball. No reason I can't go for double digits every time out. That's the goal, and that's what I'm capable of. So that's what I'm striving for.
Understood. Thanks, MP.
Thank you.
Back to you, Brian.
Dominic, thank you very much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy,